Hello, my name is Carlie, and today I'm going to walk you through the very first album that I ever completed. Um, One thing that I hear from some scrapbookers out there, or rather some people who want to start scrapbooking, is that they're afraid to start because their pages, they feel like they won't be able to do pages that are as great as some of the pages people are posting online. And I want to say, well, that's okay. We all start somewhere, and just because your pages aren't as, good as other people's out there doesn't mean that they're not going to be special or good, like important to you. So I wanted to share my first album so you can see how I started. And you know, obviously with your first album, it might be fantastic, but you're always going to get better and better the more you do something. So just start. This album here, it's my America 2002 and 2004 album, and this is a post-bound album. I think I finished this in 2008. I can't remember when I started this, but maybe 2007 to 2008. So let me just start. Oh, and I've got a bit of a glare going on because I'm filming this at night time. And I've got a down light, so I'm hoping that I can get this to work for you guys. So this is my first page here. It's not working very well, is it? Okay, so my first page here. This picture's from 2002 and 2004. This is my actual passport. It expired in 2008, I think. So when I got my new passport, I made a little pocket in here and just stuck it in. So as you can see from my title page, I haven't really done any embellishment at all. I've made some photo mats out of cardstock, and I've just made a pocket out of cardstock and put a passport sticker on there. And then my title, an A sticker, and then I've written the rest. So it's really simple, but you know what? I love it. Okay. Ooh, lots of glare. Okay, so here on this page here, I've got my airplane tickets, and also one of the customs forms that I think I filled it out incorrectly, so I had to get another one. So yeah, I've stuck that in there. What I've done here is I've just cut out strips of paper, and then I've just sewn sections here and here, so that you can use it as a bit of a pocket. On this page, this is my first real Christmas tree, because in Australia we use plastic trees, and this one was a tree that, a real tree. So as you can see on both pages, not much embellishment, just some stickers. Actually, these ones here, these stars, was a punch that I bought. It was a ribbon punch, so you can thread ribbon through it, through the stars. On this page here, you'll notice that a lot of these photos from 2002, most of them are actually film photos, which makes it a bit more special, I guess, these days. I've done a bit of stitching here. These are stickers, and this Sisters was a rub-on. A lot of my paper is basic grey. I still love basic grey. I find them really easy to work with. Here's another page. Some of this paper is just really cheap paper that I bought from Kmart or something. My very first paper pack was, this really cheap paper from Kmart. This was actually cut out on a die cut machine. I know a lot of new people might not have die cut machines. I was fortunate to be working at a scrapbooking store, so I don't own a die cutting machine myself, but I cut this out myself on a die cutting machine. So some photos here complete with some sunlight coming in through the film there. And as you can see, still again, not much embellishment. I've just got a strip of paper here, title sticker, and then a strip of paper there with my photos on there. So it's really simple, but I think it's awesome. I love looking through this album and remembering everything that happened in my trip to America. These photos are film. This one's actually a digital photo, so something pretty awesome for back then. Try and get this better. So as you can see, again, not much embellishment. I've got a bit of like ribbon there. I've sewed along the pages. So I've sewed, and then there's some little buttons here. On this page, I do have a tag that you can pull out and read, but I'd have to get into the page, so I won't bother. But yep, some sewing around the edge here, some sewing just with some embroidery floss, and again, just some die cut letters, photo mats, and a button. Really simple, but I think it looks great. All this page really has is I've cut out some strips there and there, 2 buttons that I've sewed on, and a rub-on. And again, some ribbon, some sewing, some rub-ons there, and some sewing on the edges of the photo. Now this is actually the start of 2004, so my photos suddenly changed to all, I believe they're all digital photos now, digital camera, but still not the best quality camera. Some cutting out silhouettes of people there. Was once trendy, but probably will never become trendy again. And yeah, here I've just cut out the letters myself from pattern paper, and then I've gone around the edges with black pen. So really simple. No really embellishment at all on this page. Just paper and photos. So you can see I do a lot of strips of paper. Since I probably didn't have very many embellishments in my stash at the time, I tried to make things interesting with paper. Lots of buttons. Here I've got some metal photo corners as well. One up here. Here's a page where I tried to be artistic, but it sort of failed a bit. I've got some like white rub-ons here, and I've rounded the corners, done some overlapping of paper, and then some flat stickers on there as well. I've written my own title and a bit of journaling. And on this page it is super simple. This is practically the pattern paper. I've just stuck on the 2 photos. I went around the maple leaf with a silver pen and did my journaling there, and that's all. Here I've used some foam dots to prop up some letters stickers, and again with this sticker down here I've used a foam dot to pop it up. Here I've matted some letter stickers, and I've actually cut around that myself. So I've cut around the pattern paper myself. Again, I've got a little tag that I've made in here, and here I've like fussy cut some pattern paper out, and so yeah, I fussy cut some pattern paper, and then I've stitched the edge of the pattern paper there. As you can see, a lot of my paper is just cardstock with some pattern papers. And here again, I've just, matted my photos. I've got a strip of paper there, which I've sewn down. Same with here, I've sewn down this side here. And I don't have a title on this page. I've used this postcard as my title and a bit of journaling. Again, this was from a die cut machine that I've cut out. Just some matting. I've got a ribbon going down the edge of the page there. And this is a die cut that I bought online. I bought the moose cutout. And I've written my own title there. So this page I've just got a bit of brown cardstock and then another strip of brown cardstock. And I've sewn around the edges as well. So super simple, but I think it looks cool. This money page, I die cut the letters out, but when I came to put the layout together, I found that the title didn't really pop out at me, so I actually sewed around the edge, which helps you see what the words are. And then all I've got is another strip of just purple down the side with some sewing. I've made this pocket myself, which I've stuck a dollar note in there, and then I have these clear pockets, which I've matted onto a purple piece of cardstock, and well, this is actually really cheap purple paper, and then I've used some glue dots to stick down the coins inside the losing my words. I put some glue dots down to stick the coins inside the pocket so that they wouldn't move around. Again here, these are just punches. I've just used a punch to punch out these snowflakes. Letter stickers that I've just matted, and then a strips of paper here and here. So super simple. This one here is a sticker that I've put on some pattern paper, well not pattern paper, some cardstock. And then I've just got a title, and I've tried to use the paper here to tie the two layouts, or the two pages together, and try and make it a bit more interesting. One thing I have noticed with this album is I have, the photos everywhere, sort of taking up the whole page. And again on this page, see, I've got them, whereas now I sort of bunch them together. I'd be more likely to have them together, or made into a square or something. So that's one way that my style has changed a bit. So here again, no title, I've just got a sticker down the side and then a journaling box. And if I do recall, these pages probably took me quite a long time to put together, whereas now I do more on my pages, but I am much quicker about doing what I do. So I'm getting to the end now. This is just some photos that have been matted, some stickers here, letter stickers, and a couple of Swarovski jewels. Here on this page, I've actually just slit that page piece of paper, and then stuck this invitation in there. Then I've just sewn around the edge there with some letter stickers, and I put these they're not brads, they're eyelets. I put some eyelets there. Here's a page where I've rounded the corners, started to try and build up layers. I remember this is one of the last pages that I actually did for this album. So yeah, I'm starting to use a bit more layers, trying to experiment. And this is probably the only page here that I feel like it feels like it's unfinished. I feel like I need to do something more. So maybe one day, maybe I'll go back and do some sewing around the photo like I've done here, or maybe then it would look a bit more complete. But to be honest with you, I probably will never go back. It's in there, it's done. So even though every time I look at this I think, oh, this page just needs something a little bit more, I'll probably just leave it. And then my last page, which is again just two strips of paper down the side. I've matted the photos. I've got the die cut letters, and then these letters here are just rub-ons, and that's it. Oop. So that's all I've done to the page, and that's my album. So yeah, as you can see, my first album was super simple, but you know, I think it looks good. It's not publishable, most likely, but it has those memories behind them that I love, and I love flipping through this album to see, you know, what I've accomplished. And you know, it's also great to look back and see how far I've come and how my styles evolved, and what, you know, what I've learnt since then. So if you're afraid of scrapbooking because you're not as good as other people, it doesn't matter. You've got to start somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere. Just get out your scissors and your glue and go for it, because it is very, very rewarding. And the result is you get this wonderful book of memories that you will love, and everyone around you will love as well. So thanks for watching. My name is Carlie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!